So first rates are going to be lower, 0.6, 0.7% down, 23,385 in the Nifty. The Nifty Bank is down about 0.5 odd percent. So in line, I think, largely with what the pre-open, etc. was indicating. Small cap index is down, but down small, just 0.15 lower to begin the day. I think 0.4 now. The mid-cap index will also come up on your screen. Advanced decline, at least straight out of the gates, 1:1, up and down. So equally matched at this point. But it's a 120 odd point lower start, which is a 0.5%. 23,400 is where we stand at, which is actually not bad, given, the turmoil that we've seen in global markets over the last two trading sessions, so as to speak. So the heat map up on your screen, it's more down than up. About 13, 14 names are higher, and the rest of everything is starting lower at this point in time. Surabhi.
Absolutely. 100 down on the Nifty. Actually, before I get to the Nifty stocks, just because we have such heavy news flow today, let's look at Vodafone Idea and Indus. They are the stocks of the morning. 10% circuit on Voda Idea. Indus is up about 7%, and HAL with that massive order is up about 5% as well. So the news flow stocks are still finding green, despite the fact that it's a bit of a shaky start to begin with. On the Nifty, what is weaker? Actually, large financials and IT, both are down and out. Infosys 2% lower, Tech Mahindra about 1.5% on the lower side, HCL Tech, TCS. All the tech names are weak. There's some weakness in large financials like Shriram Finance, HDFC Bank, Axis Bank is on the lower side. L&T, Reliance, these are big stocks which are all on the red side of the screen, at least as of now. So then what's up or what's fighting for the bulls? Trent is seeing some bargain hunting, 3% up on that stock. ONGC is up about 2% as well. Power Grid, some PSU names, NTPC, Coal India. Actually, PSUs are doing pretty well, must say that. Eicher Motors and Hero, two stocks from the auto space. Even Bajaj Auto, actually. The two-wheeler makers are doing well. PSUs are doing well. But IT and financials seem quite weak at the start. Still down about 87 points, but it's better than that 170-point gap down that the pre-open was indicating.
Well, that's right. Good recovery. In fact, in the first few minutes, it sells from the low. So that initial dip has got bottomed too. Stocks that are moving around. Punjab and Sindh Bank on rather high volumes. That stock is down close to around 15% or thereabouts. Remember, the free float is very, very limited. But that one is down. Punjab and Sindh Bank should come up for you on the screen. Bajaj, Hindustan Sugar, they're close to default. That's the word that's coming in from Care Ratings. They are warning on that front. They say that it could turn into a non-performing asset, as they had to arrange close to 270 crore rupees by March 31st. So that's the reason why that one's down close to 5% on large volumes. Vadilal Industries, the promoters of the ice cream maker, they have settled the spat between the promoters, and they're looking to rejig the firm's management. Because of that, that stock in fact is flying away. That's up close to around 10% or thereabouts. Volumes not very, very high, only around 30,000 shares that have got traded. HAL, as you have said, that's flying away. HBL Engineering up 7%. Indus Stars, we were talking about this earlier this morning, that Vodafone Idea could gap up. And probably another way to play this entire theme could be via Indus Stars, because, Vodafone Idea continues. Then, in fact, you'll have a positive rub-off on that one as well. So, fairly okay start to trade. We have come off the low point of the day. The Nifty is 100 points off the day's low. The mid-cap index, that's the one to look at, has underperformed in the last 6 months or so. Pulled back a little bit in March, and starting off April with a wee bit of a positive tick. Prashant, looking good?
It's looking good, and the initial dip has been bought into, but this is just the start, so we'll have to see. Just a couple of other names. It's all news, right? HAL, Indus, HBL, all news-related names, right on the top of the volume-led gainers list this morning. Trent is coming up as well, about a 4% gain on Trent, about 5,500 plus. Fortis has been doing well. Last 3 days, it's come up from about 640 levels to about 720. And I think Friday was a big day for Fortis as well. The hospital company, Kim's, is up 4%. But, beyond that, nothing in terms of volumes. It's a pretty thin day if you want to look at price action in conjunction with volumes. So yet to pick up in any meaningful capacity. I think Nigel mentioned Voltas, right? Voltas is down 3.5. So 1407, 1408 on Voltas on the other side. And it's coming out with volumes, almost 300,000 shares coming through there. The IT names, Infi, TCS, HCL Tech, they are taking a bit of a knock between 1 and 2.5%. So large cap IT is not doing very well. There is Amber, which is down about 3%. K Fintech is down 4%, a capital market play. Lupin is starting lower. AG's Logistics is down about 2%. I can spot Techem as well, along with the other three IT names that I mentioned. So that's the lay of the land. We're down about 100 points on the Nifty. 23,420 is where we start. Najib?
Just one word on Trent. The reason that the stock is outperforming today, they put a disclosure up that as per their update in Q4, they've operated 248 Westside stores and 757 Zudio stores. And the street has taken that update very, very positively. Why is that? Because for Westside, the store addition is close to around 10. That's in Q4. That follows up the 12 that they added in Q3. Remember, in the first half, there were some net closures. So there is an addition that we're seeing on Westside. And on Zudio, they've net added close to around 120 stores in Q4. This is much higher than various estimates. So because of that, the total number of stores that they're operating is higher on both counts, Westside as well as Zudio. The street likes that, explains why that stock is bursting away up close to around 4%. And a few sessions ago, we highlighted that the stock was doing a relative outperformance. It had protected various, support zones as well. So keep an eye out on that one. For the time being, that's the stock of the morning from the Nifty pack.
Absolutely. It's come off the lows over the last couple of weeks as well. About 4% this morning on decent sized volumes.